What's it going to take for the stock of DocuSign to turn around? During the pandemic, the company revolutionized the process of closing business deals, real estate transactions with its e-signature software. You probably used it and couldn't believe how good it is. But after COVID receded, well, the stock fell off a cliff. New competitors popped up, demand slowed down. A lot of that's real estate, of course. Ultimately, the old CEO had to retire. Been on the show a couple times. Nice guy. But now DocuSign's got a new CEO. It's Allan Thygesen. And in less than a year, he's brought in new leadership and aggressively cut costs. Plus, last month, the company reported one of its best quarters in years. Yet the stock didn't get any traction. So what's going on here? Hey, let's take a closer look with Allan Thygesen. He's the newish CEO of DocuSign. Took over last October. Mr. Thygesen, welcome to Mad Money.
Well, thank you, Jim. It's great to be here.
Okay, well, you had a very, very good quarter. I saw you on another show, and you almost talked me out of liking your company because you were so conservative. So can you just explain to me what really is going on?
Well, it's really, I think, a reinvention story, right? So we had a fantastic franchise in e-signature where we created the category, and that, I think, continues to be a foundation of our strength. But we need more. And so the three things I'm focused on are, first, reimagination of the product roadmap. We want to really revolutionize agreements more broadly, look at everything from creation, editing, negotiating, execution, and management of the agreements. Okay. Second, revamp our go-to-market, not just direct sales, but self-serve, partners. And third, improve our internal operations. And I think we're making really good progress on all three.
But at the same time, I mean, here's a Morgan Stanley note, and it just says, this guy's Keith Weiss, smart guy.
Yeah.
He goes, we believe the greatest competitive threat to DocuSign comes from Adobe, given its ability to bundle e-signature capabilities in its Acrobat plans. Adobe is an amazing company, and if they're going against you, how do you beat them?
No question, Adobe is a great company. I have a lot of respect for the management team there. But I think we're much more focused on the agreement space than Adobe, and I think that will ring to our benefit. So we are better product. People respond more favorably. They respond faster. Better workflow internally in the systems, and we're focused on the agreement space. So I feel very good about where DocuSign's heading, and not focused on what Adobe or other companies are doing.
Okay, fair enough. That's what you should be doing. 1.6 million houses last year, 1.2 million this year, 400,000 down. I use DocuSign on real estate. Others do too. Is that part of the problem?
Well, we did see some effect from the real estate slowdown. That's mostly behind us now. We're sort of in steady state mode there. To the extent that recovers, that'll help us a little bit. But we are a very diversified company. Every industry uses us. It's not just financial services.
In healthcare, you're the only guy I see.
In fact, on healthcare, very interestingly, we're really upgrading our capabilities there. So we just launched last quarter electronic health record compatibility.
Yes,
so with Cerner and others. And so now
Cerner's owned by Oracle, which is king.
No, so we're doing very well with that. Here's an interesting stat for you. 88% reduction in errors by using electronic signature, and a $36 per transaction reduction in costs. So I'm very optimistic about our future in the healthcare space.
Okay, now a lot of companies tell me AI. Sure enough, I've got it. I think the AI innovation you talked about will have a meaningful impact on customer acquisition and spend. I put it right at you. I'm hearing too much AI from people. Tell me why you are real AI.
Well, first of all, I'd say we have a long history of having worked with AI. We're shipping products with AI embedded. In fact, products that are really solely AI-based. With that said, if you look at the agreement space, generative AI lends itself so well to literally every step of the workflow there. And so we are very well positioned for that reason. And lastly, we have the largest repository of agreements in the world. 6 petabytes of agreements. So we are an exceptional proprietary data set that on behalf of our customers, with their permission, we can deliver, I think, exceptional solutions for them. So I'm very bullish on the future of AI, and I think it's going to be a nice accelerant for us.
Okay. Periodically, some people tell me I have to notarize something. Now, I don't know what the hell that is, other than the fact that there's somebody I hired who's a notary. Do you have to still have a notary when you have your company?
There are certain situations where individual states require notaries. I really think that is going to decline over time. We offer that solution. But I think what's more interesting is we can fully digitally replace all of that. So we're actually launching next week here in the U.S. a feature we launched in Europe a few months ago, where you can upload your ID, let's say your driver's license, and then we do a live automated video verification that it's you, same picture on the ID, and that you're present. That collectively is equivalent to an in-person signing. and so much more convenient both for the customer and for the company.
I got shut down with a credit card in Iceland last week. Same thing, and I had no idea how to prove myself, so I ended up having to use my kid's credit card, which was incredibly embarrassing for me, for the record. Your plan might make it so that can't happen.
I hope so. So we can definitely do it technically.
Well, that's going to be a darn good business.
We are pretty excited about it.
And you still kept a lot of the money from when you made all the money, right? It's like you spent all the money like a drunken sailor or anything from the COVID days.
No. So we actually are driving significantly improved profitability this time, and our focus is on profitable growth.
I don't know. I mean, I got it. And this is one of those where I'm shaking my head. Adobe's like a third of you. I mean, like nowhere near as big as you are in the space.
I think we are the leader in the space.
I think that's fair to say. Allan Thygesen is the CEO of DocuSign, DOCU. Now, in full disclosure, when you report the quarter, I thought the quarter was magnificent. Last one, I thought the stock would go up. But he's so conservative that the stock did not go up. But that's maybe your nature, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that.
All right. Well, thank you, Jim. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for coming on Man Money.
Thank you.
Man Money's back into the break.